Another absolute gem from the house of Lattafa. This one is Raghba Wood Intense. Now, the fragrance that this is inspired by is Replica by the Fireplace by Martin Margiela. This one here has its own unique little twist on that Replica by the Fireplace DNA, and in fact, I prefer this one. So, if you guys are fans of the original Replica by the Fireplace, especially the smokier parts, you're definitely going to want to stick around and listen to this review. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Scent Review. I'm really excited for this one. This is Raghba Wood Intense by Lattafa. As you probably know if you're here, this one is an inspired by fragrance, and the one that it's inspired by is Replica by the Fireplace by the house of Martin Margiela. Another really good one. I love that fragrance, and I really love this one. The parts of Replica by the Fireplace that I enjoy the most are the smoky parts, which unfortunately are very fleeting. They do not last. Enter Raghba Wood Intense. This one here, guys, is one you're just absolutely not going to want to miss if you're fans of the smokier aspects of By the Fireplace. All right, so I'm going to get right into this one here. The box, in typical Lattafa fashion, is quite fancy. You can see these designs all around. The Lattafa logo up top. The sides. The sides of this are made to kind of look like pieces of wood. On the back here, Raghba, we have some more information. The authenticity sticker as well. Typical bottom here, made in UAE. All right, let's get cracking. The bottle itself now is a little bit, I don't know if you want to call it tacky, because it's made to look like wood, but only on 3 sides. And the wood is actually just stickers anyway, so they're stuck on there. The bottle itself, though, the glass, it's very heavy, very thick bottle. I mean, you could really hurt someone with this if you wanted to, although I'm not sure why you would want to. The cap comes off pretty easily. Again, not one I would want to pick up by the cap. The cap itself is plastic and it feels a little bit hollow to me. And around the outline of the cap here, again, it's made to look like wood, but in reality, it's made of plastic. Okay, so let's get a spray out of this one. 2 sprays, actually. Ooh, really nice. Okay, so I'll go over my personal breakdown of this after the official notes. So the official note breakdown is caramel, guaiac wood, licorice, and cedar in the top. In the mid, sugar, oud, sandalwood, and cashmere wood. And in the base notes, we have incense, vanilla, amber, and musk. The official notes aren't totally inaccurate, but I definitely detect differences. So what I actually detect is the following. In the top, I get some caramel, guaiac wood, definitely. In the mid, there's some licorice, some smoke, and a little bit of vanilla. And in the dry down, this dries down into a really nice incensey amber. So right off the top here, you get some caramel and it's a slight bit burnt. Now, the burnt caramel in the top, you know, I think the burnt part kind of comes from that guaiac wood. Now, the burnt part in the very opening is not the smokiness that I've been talking about. That comes out later on. But in the opening, there's more of like a burnt caramel, and it's the guaiac wood, I'm pretty sure, giving it that burnt accord, also mixed with the sweet caramel up top. Now, my favorite part is in the middle. This is where it starts to kind of go its own direction from By the Fireplace. And it's that licorice. Really well done, high quality licorice note in this. And that's, of course, met with a smoke accord, just a generalized smoke, you know, something that you'd smell from a bonfire. And that, oh my God, that combination is freaking fantastic. And there's a little bit of tiny bit of vanilla sweetness in the mid here, but it's really that smoky licorice that sets this apart from any other fragrance I've ever smelled. Oh my God, it's just so freaking good. I wish I could share this with you guys through the screen. Anyway, and in the dry down, of course, The smoke turns into more of a classic incense. So the smoke gets less intense and kind of gets incensey in the dry down. And there's that woody, kind of sweet, ambery, ever so slightly bubblegummy tinge in the dry down. Hey, it really works though. But the main notes that you're gonna get out of this: caramel, licorice, and smoke. It's so good. So anyway, it reminds me of By the Fireplace, definitely, but I wouldn't call this a one-to-one clone. It's definitely inspired by the Fireplace. Now, By the Fireplace, we all know, has that roasted chestnut note that it's famous for. With this, though, there's no chestnut. It's a caramel accord, right? It's replacing the chestnut in this one. And, the smell is very similar, the opening of By the Fireplace and the opening of this. But it's after that opening, they start to kind of veer off in their own directions a little bit. I gotta say, completely honestly though, I prefer this one to By the Fireplace. I think they each serve their own purpose. Maybe I would wear this in a different setting than I would wear By the Fireplace. However, this video is not a direct comparison video. I will be releasing one of those in the near future, however. But anyway, continuing on with this one here. They definitely take that By the Fireplace DNA and they do their own thing with it, right? Raghba Wood Intense does its own thing with that By the Fireplace DNA. Notably the addition of the licorice, which is just a super great complement to the rest of the notes, the rest of this DNA. I think it really works. And of course that smoke. The smoke hangs around here for quite a long time. Whereas in By the Fireplace, the smoke unfortunately doesn't last all that long. And like I said, that's my favorite part of that fragrance. And this just takes that, does its own thing with it, and amplifies that smokiness, which I love. Moving on now to the versatility. If By the Fireplace is what you would wear for Netflix and chill, this is one that you would wear outside on the town. This one's louder. Definitely going to grab more people's attention with this. And yeah, it's just stronger in general than By the Fireplace. Still pretty versatile. I don't really think it's gonna offend people that much. Unless, you know someone that hates the smell of licorice, fine. If you know people who hate the smell of smoke, fine. Those people might not like this. But I think in general, the general public is going to appreciate this one. It's unique, and it's definitely garnered me some compliments. It's not the biggest compliment puller out there, because it's a little bit... it's not designed to be mass appealing, right? So it's a little bit more unique than a lot of things out there on the market right now. So, but having said that, I have, gotten some compliments from this, from both men and women of all ages. I mean, people do like this. But again, I always recommend, for people who are really into fragrances, wear the fragrance for yourself. I mean, sure, it's nice to get compliments sometimes, but I mean, I don't know. I think the art of perfumery is a little bit more than just wanting to get compliments. But hey, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get compliments, and there are colognes designed specifically for that purpose. I don't know if I would fit this one into that category, although I don't think it's offensive. And from my own personal experience, people do tend to like this one. Anyway, so performance, very good performance. Longevity on my skin is, I put this on this morning at about 10 a.m. and it's about 10 p.m. now. 12 hours, I can still smell this. It's not projecting anymore, but I get that incensey amber on my skin still, and it's just so nice. The projection is good. I'd say it projects very well for the first 2 hours, and then it starts dying down closer to the skin. The sillage on this one is also great. This hangs around in the air for upwards of half an hour after application. So this one is super good, great performance, especially in the longevity department. The smell is awesome. I can't get enough of this one. And the best part about it is the price. This one can be had for less than $20 US on Fragrance Buy right now. I'm gonna post that link in the description here below the video. I suggest you get on this one quick, guys, because it'll probably go very quickly. But yeah, definitely check the other discount websites. In general, though, this is a very inexpensive fragrance. Although the quality is just, out of this world. Every Lattafa fragrance that I own is just of top-notch quality, top-notch quality. If you guys are fans of By the Fireplace and that general DNA, you're gonna love this one. I highly recommend picking this one up. Anyway, guys, that's been my review of Raghba Wood Intense. I hope you enjoy. Until next time, keep it real.